Hey scholars, today we're going to be looking at a review for our upcoming test. So this is going to be a review for Monday and Tuesday. And first we're going to start with 10 more, 10 less, 1 more, 1 less frames. So if you notice here, this is a 10 more. This is a 1 more. This is a 10 less. I'll actually spell out 10 though. 10 less. And then here is a 1 less. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to find the conditions for this number in the middle. So what is 1 more than 67? What is 1 less than 67? What is 10 more than 67? And what is 10 less than 67? So let's go ahead and look at the first one. So the top one was 10 more. So what is 10 more than 67? Well, if we look at this, what we can do is actually just add 1 more to the tens place. So what is 1 more than 6? 7. So 10 more is 77. What is 1 less than 67? Well, 10 less than 67, you can do the same thing except take away 1 from that 6, which will give you 57. Now, the next one was 1 more. So what is 1 more than 67? Well, we can just add 1 to the 7, which will give us 68. And then same thing with 1 less. 1 less, you would take a 1 away from the 7, which would give you 66. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the next one. This one is 20. So this is going to be 1 more up here. This is going to be 1 less over here. 10 more over here. And 10 less over here. So what is 1 more than 20? $21. What is 1 less than 20? Remember, when you have 1 less than a 0, you go down to the next place. So that will give you 19. What is 10 more than 20? Don't forget, we can skip count by 10 from 20. So 10, 20, 30. And then I already kind of gave the answer for 10 less. That would be 10 because that is the tens before 20. Alright, so for Mr. Cannon students for all of Mr. Cannon students, you're going to write in your notebook now. Go ahead and write after the ELA Week 15 Section 1. I might not have marked it in your book because I forgot, but just go ahead and find a blank page that is close to where you would have put your ELA 1. And go ahead and try to figure this number bond out. Not number bond, this frame out. So we're not going to do this one together. You're going to try it yourself. So go ahead and pause the video and try it. And we're going to start back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so now that we've done that frame, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at different math solving methods. So we have the quick tens, the arrow method, and number bonds. Today, we're going to talk about quick tens and maybe some arrow method, but then tomorrow or the next day is going to be number bonds and some arrow method. Alright, so with quick tens, we can use a place value blocks to solve our answers. So let's go ahead and look at the tens. What we can do is we can actually just group all the tens together first, and we can get our answer that way. So let's go ahead and count our tens. Well, we have a 10 here, 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 and we have a 10 right here. And then how many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. So let's go ahead and count our tens first. So let's skip count. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have a 60 right here. And then how many ones do we have? We have 4. What is 60 plus 4? 64. Very good. All right. What number do you think this is? Well, let's go ahead and look. We have a 10 here. We have a 10 here. We have a 10, another 10, another 10, and finally the last 10. And how many ones do we have? We can count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 ones and we have this number of tens. Let's go ahead and skip count together. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have 6 tens, which is equal to 60. And we have 7 ones, which is equal to 7. 60 plus 7 is 67. So the quick tens are a really fast, easy way to be able to count a bigger number. So you can do this with any math problem that's addition. All right, what about this? What number is this? We have new blocks, right? What are these blocks worth? They're worth 100. Remember, the bigger squares are worth 100. Or in this case, the squares are worth 100 because the ones are shown with circles. All right, so we have 2 hundreds, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So let's go ahead and look at it like this. So we can add together by place value. So we can add the hundreds together. What do we get with when we add 2 100s together? We get 200. What happens when we add 4 tens together? We get 40. 4 tens is equal to 40. What happens when we add 4 ones together? We get 4. So what is 200 plus 40? Well, what's really nice about this is that 240, the place values don't intersect, so we can actually just put 240 together, and then we can add 4. What is 240 plus 4? 244. When you have zeros in the hundreds and you only have hundreds and then you add a 10, you can just replace that second 0 with the number the 10 has. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's look at this one. What number is this? The first thing I want to ask is, how many hundreds are there? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 hundreds. Alright, so I'm going to put 5 hundreds down here. And we'll see what that's equal to. How about over here? How many tens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and how many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones. So what is 5 hundreds equal to? 500. What are 6 tens equal to? They're equal to 60. And we can count these out, but we've already counted out, so go ahead and try to figure it out without counting if you can. If not, you can count always. That's fine. And what is 8 ones equal to? 8. So we get 500 plus 60 plus 8. And remember, since 500 has 2 zeros at the end, we can add the 560 together and put the 60 in the tens place. And same thing with the 8 because there's a 0. So we have 568. All right. Let's see what page this is. This is page 12. Let's go ahead and let's do the arrow method on this video. That way the other video won't be too long. All right. So this was a word problem we did I think last week. So we're going to skip this part. But let's look at 384 to 500. Let's go ahead and draw pictures to try to figure it out or use the arrow method. So we're at 384 and we're trying to get to 500. What are some of our benchmark numbers? Well, I would say our next benchmark number would be 390. So, because we need to count by ones to get to 390. So we're going to count by ones. So that gives us 385. 386, go ahead and follow me. 387, okay. 388, okay. 389, okay. 390, okay. Alright, now we're just going to go to the bottom and we're going to start again. Alright, so did we reach our benchmark of 390? Now that we reached 390, what is the number, what number is our benchmark number? 390, and the 90 is, you can go up or down by tens. So our next benchmark number, we're going to count by tens. And with these tens, we're going to count till we reach our next benchmark number where we can start counting by hundreds. So 390 plus 10 is 400. Can we start counting by our new benchmark number? Yep, because we're at 400. So now what we can do is we can count by hundreds because we're in a number that is you can move up and down by hundreds. So 400 plus 100 is 500, and that is our answer. All right. And as you can see, the example did exactly what I did. Great. Okay. Now we're going to draw and label in box 600. We're going to draw pictures of the units we use. So I like place value blocks. So we can use a 1 for that. This is a 10. And this would equal 100. So we're going to start at 600. What's our benchmark number? 600. Well, I can skim count by hundreds and that'll give me up to 600. So can I just start with 100s instead of going by ones and tens? I absolutely can. So let's start skip counting by hundreds. So 600 plus 100 is 700. Plus 100 is 800. Plus 100 is 900. And finally, plus 100 is 1,000. So that one was pretty cool because we didn't even have to do ones, tens, or hundreds. And if we want to draw and label a picture, we can start at 600. So this will be our 600. And then we can add 100 pieces to it. So, well, for 600 we would need to have, we would need to have more than just one block. We would need to have 6 blocks to be accurate. So now we're at 600 and we add 100, which will give us 700. We add another 100s block, which will give us 800. We add another 100 block, which will give us 900, and we'll add the last one, which will give us 1,000. And 1,000 can be drawn like a cube, like that. Perfect. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stop the video here. And your next video will be dealing with the rest of the slides. Alright, we'll talk to you soon, and as always, thank Miss Ho for the awesome PowerPoints, and have a good day.